What am I looking at, Drip? What am I looking at here? What is this?
This is some type of.
Oh, that looks like the shit from. Wait, that looks like the shit from that one Disney movie. Betamax.
Oh, from yeah, it looks like the little
the nanotech.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
These are like little tiny magnetic balls.
Oh my god, I would love to play with that.
Dude, they are.
Can I play with that?
Dude, it's.
Oh my god, stop it! You're teasing me. I want to play with it right now. I would never stop.
I'm telling you, like I sit on the couch with this, and it's just like I have to like force myself to put it down. Like, stop it, leave it alone.
That looks like a lot of fun. Speaking of a lot of fun, Drip, we're gonna introduce the stream now. Hi guys, how you doing? Thanks for coming through. We are the Drip G Podcast. This is the pre-show, and we're gonna talk about the MIG switch tonight. A lot about the MIG switch. Drip doesn't really know much about it. Doesn't really.
I know everything about it.
Doesn't care too much either. And I'm gonna try to make him. I'm gonna make him informed a little bit, at least as informed as I am, and also make him care more than he doesn't right now. So
Matt Moran has one right down the street. He got his.
You should have
not a scam.
You should have asked him to borrow it.
Stop
just to throw it on the screen.
This is bullshit. All this clickbait.
Appreciate the Lord that one, girl. So guys, tonight's the night. I'm gonna get the Discord noties out. Tonight's the night we give away the eShop gift card, courtesy of us/Drip. So we're gonna get that out to you guys tonight. Make sure to stick around to receive.
Yeah, it just took me 20 minutes to figure out how to buy one.
20? So. Actually, yeah, because you came in late. So yeah, 20. Yeah, because we didn't do anything till like 10 minutes ago.
We're good. We're fine.
No, we're totally fine. I know. We're totally fine. Speaking of being fine, thank you guys for the 6 likes right now. Can we get that to 10 before we actually begin the recording of today's podcast? That would be chic. Super chic.
Yeah, Uncle Jeeb's clickbaiting. I'm so sick of it. I just can't handle it anymore, you know? It's just so bad. So bad.
You want to talk about that for a second before we go live? Or before we talk about tonight's episode stuff, you know? That's that ridiculous clickbait nonsense and like that. Oh my God, that grinds my gears, dude.
It's whatever.
It just grinds my gears. Like, here's the thing. I probably.
Who wasn't this? Who was that? Who was that? Who was that?
You can find their name on there.
I don't see it. There's something blocking it.
I'm not gonna throw their name up on the screen and their comment right here so everyone can see and read with us. That's not what I'm gonna do. It's one thing to say it after you've watched the whole video to say that's a clickbait and you're lying or whatever. Whatever the fuck. It's another thing to do that on a live stream that hasn't even begun yet. You haven't even heard what they have to say and what information they have to not or do back up what their claims are. Like, that's a whole different ballgame. And by the way, Drip, just saying, this was a good topic to talk about tonight because we actually gained 2 subscribers before the stream ever began tonight.
Oh, wow.
so I know that this was a good thing to talk about. Drip doubted you guys. Drip thought that you guys wouldn't care about the MIG switch. And I told him.
Do you? Let me know right now because I'm just like.
Because Drip should do a video on it on his YouTube channel.
Well, I have one close to me. Matt Moran has one right down the street.
I don't know why Drip.
He doesn't have the dumper though. So what am I gonna do with it?
Make Drip. Do you understand how content works? you have the product down the street.
No, never made any of that. How do I do it?
Borrow the MIG switch. Make a video on it. Just make of it. You have it. Not a lot of people do. Just make the video on it.
I know, but I can't do anything with it. What am I gonna do? Like here it is. Here's the thing. I don't have the dumper.
You can do something.
And I'm not gonna. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not chancing my account getting banned.
Hey, Drip, you just talked. You just spoke your video out loud.
Here
it is.
All right.
I can't do anything with this. It exists. Blah blah blah.
I believe that video's already been made, actually.
Yeah, but you could make it, and then you can get the views from it, and your audience can hear from you. This is how YouTube works, man. Come on. I don't have to tell you. What am I telling you? Oh, I pressed the wrong button. But if you guys do have a question,
RGT got his in and made the same video. This is it. Can't do anything.
Right. Although he certainly is. He knows how to get ROMs and stuff. He's doing his thing. He just told YouTube
I seriously don't. I can't do anything with it.
No, I know you can't. I mean, you have Hero, so he could, at the very least, he could that. Anyway.
I mean, I think Moran could probably
Click
do it.
Media Gaming. Actually, Megan, that was all on me. The thumbnail, the title, all on me. Although it is his face in the thumbnail, but I did that just to change it up a little bit.
So I get the blame for it. Yeah. Whoever that person was that said they hated us, they're talking to me because I'm in the thumbnail, even though I had nothing to do with the title or the thumbnail.
Well, and here's the thing, Drip. If they just would have watched before they said that dumb shit, they would have known that. And that's on them. It's on them. Anyway, wait. It's been Kenny, it hasn't been a country.
Hello.
Whatever.
Kenny,
anyway,
hello.
Appreciate you guys. We got 8 likes. Can we get to that 10? That lucky number 10. I love that
one
number.
girl. Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, I'm just going back.
You good?
Power Mad. Mega. Oh my God. I sent Kenny something on Instagram today that was it was awesome. It was a Tears of the Kingdom thing. Someone had made an X-Wing fighter from Star Wars in Tears of the Kingdom.
Ah.
But in the spot where R2-D2 was, they just attached a Korok with a backpack. It's like, you okay back there, R2?
That's really good. That's really good.
It's really fun. It's really, really funny. I'll send it to you. Do you want it? I'll send it to you too.
Sure. I don't check my messages though. I'll try to.
I know. That's why I never send you shit, because you see it like 4 years later, and I'm like, well.
I do them all at once. I take like 4 hours, and I just watch everybody's things that they send me, like once every 3 months. Anyway, you want to get to the beer of the week real quick?
Sure. Yeah, I am keeping it simple again. You know, it's the season.
Yep.
Busch Light Peach.
There you go.
We know about it.
Actively
go into detail.
Seeked out Busch Light Peach this last time. Did not find it. Beer distributor is not carrying it this season, apparently, or at least not yet, which is silly.
They will.
Hopefully. But if they don't, I'm okay. There's plenty of other options. And I actually went with something pretty casual, something that's a typical thing for me. I've told this story before, but quickly. I got sick once, and I had to go to a baseball game.
Oh my God, I see what that is.
So I went to a baseball game sick, and I'm like, shit, I don't want to eat anything because I feel like shit. But for some reason, I was craving beer. I think because I was at a baseball game. But I'm like, this is going to be a bad idea. But I was like, you know what? When at Rome, eat pasta. When at baseball game, drink a beer. So I grabbed myself a Budweiser, and not a Bud Light, a Budweiser. And for some reason, that completely cured my sickness. Like, no joke. I was
it's Budweiser. Of course,
I was
it does.
no
It's
longer.
what it's for.
I was no longer sick.
That is what people use Budweiser for.
I think I may have been gay though after I drank it. I don't know. That's a possibility.
That's Bud Light.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I see the joke you're trying to make, but you're.
It's the same fucking company, Drip.
Well, so is this.
But see, but those idiots don't know that, Drip. Those idiots who say that dumb shit.
About everything else on the shelf.
And those idiots that say that dumb shit, they don't know that. That's why the joke is fun. Anywho, yeah. So I drank the old beer, and I felt better. And ever since then, I've been a Budweiser fan. Before that moment, I'd really never have dabbled in Budweiser. I
used to drink it a lot. Actually, that's what I drank.
Yeah. My first legal beer, Bud Light. My first legal beer was a Bud Light. I bought
my first legal beer was a Budweiser.
I drank it at a hockey game. I was from a birthday. I went to a hockey game.
My first illegal beer was a Budweiser.
Your first illegal beer was a Bud. Good for you. Here's the thing. See, like my parents growing up, they must have just raised us right, dude. Because like I don't know, I didn't care for illegal drinking because I didn't like beer. Like they would have me like, hey, if you want to sip, feel free. You know, it's not like and that's not a big deal. If you would like a sip of this alcoholic beverage of whatever we're drinking, feel free. Because in the back of their mind, they're like, because you're not going to like it. And then you're going to taste it. And I drank it and I didn't like it. And guess what? I didn't do underage drinking at all. And not because I wasn't cool, because I didn't like it. I was like, this isn't tasty. I'd rather not, please. I snuck Dad's Corona for a while before I was age. And that is why, Kenny, I'm not going to finish that sentence. But there's a difference between you and me.
Yes!
There's a difference.
Yes!
She blows.
I love Corona. I'm a big Corona fan too. I love Corona. Especially, it has to be with the lime though. You can't drink a naked Corona.
I don't mind it with or without a lime. I'm good either way. Honestly, I think it's good though.
You know why I like it with the lime? It's not in the beer. It's the glass when you take the sip.
Oh
I love that like sour on my lips.
The citrus, it's good. It's
love
good.
It. Excuse me.
We love it. We love it. We love it.
That's right. Don't drink underage, kids.
No, don't do it.
Do not do that. Don't be like Drip and my brother. Don't do that.
Don't be like us. We're bad influences.
Mm-hmm.
We are.
I think Mrs. G forgot to bring me a beer. I'm very sad.
Be like Jeeb. Be a nerd.
I don't know. I was actually surprised when I started drinking beer. I was surprised because I did not like it as a kid. I just never ever liked it. So I thought nothing would really change when I got of age, and that was kind of true for a while. there wasn't many beers I drank, but it wasn't until I got together with my sister and my brother-in-law. They taught me how to drink. They taught me what was good. And I was like, this shit's tasty. So now I like beer because they gave me the good stuff. Well, not that time, Full Metal. I think I've told the Mad Elf story before. I've definitely told that before.
The heart's in the way. Mad Elf? Is that what it says?
Oh, you've never had Mad Elf?
I've never even heard of it.
You forgot my beer. Thank you. I'm sorry. Ooh, is this what I'm smelling? Parmesan chips. Making Parmesan chips.
Shut the fuck up.
That shit.
Oh. I bet that's amazing. Explain it to me in detail, please.
Well, you ever make like ever make something on the griddle or even on the pan and it involves cheese and the cheese leaks out onto the pan?
Yes. If
you were to scrape that up and put it in your mouth and chew, that's what it would taste like. Oh my God, you brought me 2 more? Thank you. You're trying to get me fucking wasted tonight.
Oh my God, Power Mad. No. Yes, but...
What now? Huh?
Power Mad says, I'm not a fan of Corona.
That's a
lost my sense of taste last time I had it.
That is a class A joke right there, Power Mad. I appreciate that. That's not a haha laugh. That's a
dad joke.
That's a good times joke. That's like
a high tier dad joke.
Remember those times? I remember those times.
It's a high tier dad joke. It's good. Not bad. Okay, you still never told me what Mad Elf is.
So Mad Elf is I don't know who Full Metal could tell you about who makes it and stuff. It is a beer. They have multiple different variations and flavors, but they're like 10, 11, 12. I think there's one that might be 13%.
Okay, yeah, high. Okay,
beer,
yeah,
like beer is that high.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Victory Brewing out of PA. There you go.
Oh, Victory. Okay, yeah, they make the Sour Monkey stuff too, right?
Mad Elf and Sour Monkey. That's right. Yep.
Yeah, the Sour Monkeys are like 9-10% too.
Yep.
Actually, I think I have one of those in my refrigerator. My little brother was here for the Memorial Day weekend party I had on my back porch, which was, let me tell you, a hoot.
Well, you could tell
it was a hoot.
I want to hear a little bit about that in the show. Share whatever you can.
I will. Yeah, we will. We'll talk about it a little bit. It was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah.
My mom and my cousin ended up just staying the night. We had a very drunk sleepover.
They're very good.
A plant was lost in the.
Oh no! Someone pee on the plant. Someone pee on it.
My big aloe plant. Gone.
Why?
Yeah.
Did someone do what I think they did in it?
No. Somebody, not me, and I won't say who, basically tripped and fell into it and crushed. It was not. But fell into it, and basically every single piece of all the, it was huge. That aloe plant was massive.
Dude, it was like up to my neck.
Huge.
It was massive.
And it was, I mean, dude. But anyway, the fall basically hit the, that little pot it was in, how it had like basically hit the edges of that pot and just chopped everything off, basically.
That is a crime of humanity. I'm very sad about that.
I put a giant monstera in there, though. A massive monstera. So
you moved on pretty quick.
I did. I moved on quick.
Anyway. Okay. Anything else we need to talk about before we get going with this?
What's this show about? What are we doing?
MIG Switch. Zelda Legos. We're going to talk about the Zelda Legos. MIG Switch.
Yeah, let me pull up, before we start, let me pull up some of that stuff, because there's some fun stuff. Zeltic put out a very in-depth video about the Zelda Legos last night, which I watched, there's lots of stuff that people were saying about it, but like, we'll talk about the price and what we think about the set in general. We don't have to go into like detail, but I will mention that if you guys want to know like everything that was said about the designer of the set, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'll make sure I mention that.
You reminded me here. I'm actually going to pull up the Zelda Lego so I can throw it up on screen for the people. We the people enjoy things. Okay. Yes. Yeah. The Budweiser, man. Budweiser. We talked about beer way too long.
I don't know, man. Budweiser's like just that beer I used to drink all the time, and I'm so good on that now. Like,
It's like if I don't want Corona, if I'm not quite ready for Corona, it needs to be a little bit hotter. I think I need for me to get in that mode. And if it's not Modelo's because I'm poor, because Modelo's is a bit expensive. I mean, it's like this is my go-to. Either it's Corona, Modelo's, or Budweiser, depending on my mood and my bank account.
It's fair.
If they would have Bush Peach, I just would have got that instead of Budweiser. But whatever. Anybody in the chat before we get started? Because of course we don't really read the chat. We don't read it out loud too much during the show. Anybody really excited about those other Legos, the Deku Tree? Because I know Drip and I are very excited.
Dude, I'm just trying to figure out a way to get $300 together. So when it comes out, I need to pre-order it.
I don't understand you guys. Like, it's not a video game. I understand pre-ordering, but like Legos, it's gonna be available. They're not going out of stock.
Right. Maybe but if I can get the money together now and pre-order it, then I don't have to worry about it. It's just going to show up. I don't have to, because I mean, God, man, September, I'm going to have to be worrying about like $400 to $500 to buy a Switch 2.
Just buy it when you're ready. Like, there's no need to rush and buy it.
I'm ready now. I'm not that excited.
I mean, it's fun.
I'm ready right now.
I guess you guys just love Legos way more than me. Like, I'm not that excited.
I love Legos.
I'm excited over it, but I'm not like, ooh, this is something I need to have yesterday.
I already have a spot picked out. I'm like, the big long,
this is the
big long shelf in my dining room.
It's like naming the dog before you take it home. It's like that.
The big long shelf in my dining room?
Yeah.
Dead center. That's where this is going.
That's beautiful.
Dead center.
I mean, I would love to see it. Love to see it. Won't see it this year. Probably next year.
You won't. You'll see it next year. I promise you that.
All right. By the way, guys, we're giving away a $50 eShop gift card to one of you lucky listeners tonight. So we're going to do that. Spoilers, we're going to do it at the end of the show. So once we begin the show, I'm going to let you guys remind you that we are going to be giving away this eShop gift card at the end of the show. So stick around to find out. It'll be before the after show, of course, but at the end of the show. Stay tuned. Winners picked. Hopefully they're in the chat. It'd be fun if they were picked. I should have made a deal about that on Twitter. I forgot to do that. Just to let people know, like, hey, by the way, we're giving away our eShop gift card tonight. I should do that real quick on at least YouTube.
Do it.
For our YouTube listeners who are not here right now because they don't love us as much as you guys do.
You can pre-order, but it's sold out. They didn't tell me that.
Oh, yeah, it's sold out. Kenny put that in the Discord.
It's basically back-ordered, pre-order. See, that's why, G, right there. That's why.
It's stupid.
Should have pre-ordered it yesterday morning.
It's all madness. And the Legos are great. How people are reacting about it is ridiculous. There should have been a pre-order. It's just been available
Legos upstairs.
Day one. No reason.
I have 2 Legos upstairs that aren't even built yet. I have the bonsai tree to build still, and I have the piranha plant.
Right. And
I'd like to pre-order Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. No kidding. I would love that.
Next week's episode, I think we're going to be talking a lot more about direct stuff for June. For sure. So stay tuned for next week, guys. Let me just make sure we put this link in here so it's easy access for those fools who can't do a simple search or click on a button. There we go. It's on our YouTube account. Perfect. All right, you ready to get this donkey on with a saddle and kick about the ground?
Yes, I am.
Turn that music off.
The fuck was that? Is that? Did you just come up with that or?
No, man. I listen. That was something that it's a well-known phrase. Everybody knows it.
Is it? Yeah. Put a saddle on a donkey? Donkey? That's not even what you said.
Listen, I know exactly what I said. I won't repeat it for you because I don't want to scare anybody, but just because it's so good. But I know what I said, and it's everyone knows what it means.
Do they?
Anyway, this podcast was brought to you by Uncle Jeep Productions. Hey guys, and welcome everyone to the Drip and Jeep podcast. I'm your host, Uncle Jeep, and with me is host Drip Media Gaming. We record this podcast live every week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can listen to this podcast on Apple Apple, Spotify, or anywhere you listen to podcasts. Also, check the YouTube account, youtube.com/DripG, to watch it anywhere you like, whenever you like. Drip. You can also become a member. Are you a member, Drip? Are you a member? Are you a member?
Yes, I'm a member.
You can become a member to get extra podcast content every single month. This past month, and actually the month before that, we did lots of content surrounding our old content, making fun of ourselves and watching it with the chat of our members. A lot of you guys hanging out. We appreciate it. And we'll probably do that again pretty soon. It's already about to be. It's about to be that month, Drip. That's not May. And I don't remember what button I set that sound alert to, so I'm not going to press it right now. But Drip, we have an announcement to make.
Yeah.
Press that button.
My God, okay.
I got it. You don't got to tell me. You don't got to tell me. Just give me a second. I got pages of sound.
Announcement today, guys. We're announcing our $50 eShop giveaway winner. But we're going to do it. We're going to do it at the end of the show. So you need to stick around to the end of this show, about an hour long or so, to find out who won. That's exciting, Drip. I'm very excited to do that. Are you excited, Drip?
I'm very excited to do it. It only took me 25
minutes
to try to figure out how to buy one from 3 different sites.
That is correct. So, Drip, we are actually going to read a 5-star review, and this review came beforehand, so you are a qualified person who actually forgot to choose exactly which one, because I believe I've read all of them at this point. If I haven't read your review, just let me know. Just DM me or something. I will be like, oh yeah, sorry, I'll read it. I believe I've read them all, but I'm going to read one more that I think I didn't read already. And this one,
you haven't read them all.
I think I read them all. I might have skipped one by accident. But anyway, we're going to read a review from a lovely person named Nintendo Bryant. Nintendo Bryant on Apple Podcasts left his 5-star review and said, "This show has great potential to be more than just a Nintendo Switch or Nintendo podcast. Cannot wait to see this podcast skyrocket when the Switch 2 arrives, when y'all talking about each big game that accompanies it." Thank you, homie Bryant. You as a homie. Appreciate you for leaving your 5-star review. You qualify for tonight's gift card. Did you win? Did I just read the winner? Did I just intentionally be meta with all of you? I don't know, homie Bryant.
Did you? I don't know. Did you?
You don't know because Miss G picked it. So
yeah, I don't know. I don't know who won. I have no idea.
Only I and Miss G have the winners. So we're going to reveal that at the end of the show, and stick around for that. Of course, Drip, how are you doing this week? I know you have a bit of a story to tell.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I have lots of stories to tell. It's been a shit show since Saturday morning, Sunday morning. I don't know. What day was that? Sunday morning? The alternator and the old Honda Pilot just decided it was done at some point Sunday. So we were running off battery, and eventually, in the smoker-friendly parking lot, she just quit. So that was a fun. I had I don't know, 10, 15 people on the way to my house to start a Memorial Day party. A little stressful on that one. Little stressful. But
I imagine.
I don't know. They told me it was a battery. I'm not going to tell the whole story. They told me it was a battery. It wasn't a battery. It's the alternator. Bought a battery. Had to take the battery back.
Yeah. How was the party, though?
The party was great. It was awesome. I mean, mostly, it was just family and stuff. We had a good time. You just told me, fortunate, You just
told me about the death of your plant family there.
Yeah, the plant. That was way later in the evening.
Oh man.
I did finally get a new grill though.
Hey.
Finally. So
I
got tired. To cook on that. I made.
Sorry, hold on. Shit.
What did you do?
It's gonna
what button
be
did you hit?
May.
Tell me what button you hit.
I can tell you what button it's gonna be. May is now.
I'm tired. Oh.
It's button number 5, and I pressed it by accident.
It's gonna be May.
So yeah, got a Blackstone.
Yeah.
It's quite a bit larger than my other, but man, I made like 3 different kinds of shrimp. What else did we make? Did we make chicken? I think we made some chicken. We made burger. I mean, I made all kinds of stuff.
Did you make your famous shrimp stuff that you make for it?
I did, but you know what I did? Listen to this.
Uh-oh.
I usually make them in individual packets, so everybody has basically the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I did it all as one giant one, but I basically doubled the usually I make it for 4 people. Sometimes 2, but you still just use the same as 4 because it just you can't really buy that small amount. I doubled everything and made it for 8 because I knew everybody wasn't going to eat it. Only some people wanted it.
Yeah.
Put it all in one big thing. and put it out there. Oh man, holy crap. I don't know why. All of it together instead of the little individuals. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Well, awesome.
People were literally fighting over it.
I guarantee that's the truth because that stuff is a good. And speaking of good, we are about to, if you guys heard a second ago, it's going to be May. Actually, it's going to be June. And June is a weird month for Nintendo because they've already announced a Direct. We just don't know what day it's going to be. So that's going to be really interesting here coming up in a few days of like all this conversation and fake rumors. Can't wait for all that stuff on YouTube. Check out those headlines. However,
oh yeah, they're coming. What day are we at? Wait, we're at what, 29th? Is that today?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. 2 days. 2 days. That's it. That's all we're gonna be talking about. Fake Switch rumors.
Yep. But one rumor that's not fake is the announcement of this Dragon Quest game. I believe it's called Dragon Quest HD, something like that. I forget the name, but anyway, it's been announced. And
I
actually,
don't think that's what it's called. It's called HD or what is it? It's like it's a 2D, HD 2D, something like that.
I heard it was called Dragon Quest HD 3D 2D. For some reason, that sounds wrong.
That seems like a lot. I don't know if that's right.
I agree.
I'm not a Dragon Quest guy. I don't know.
The name is irrelevant. The point is the game was announced.
Is the point.
The tweet is the point. The announcement is the point. 2 days ago they announced the fact that it's coming to all platforms, including Nintendo Switch, which is really exciting. And that got the rumor mill churning. That potentially that in this June Direct we could see Dragon Quest HD 3D 2D 1D 4D.
Yeah. Well, when it sounds like. I mean, here's the tweet right here. Let me pull it up here real quick. They say in the tweet, where's it at? But they said it's going to be a few weeks. More information in a few weeks is like the biggest part of what they said and all that. Yep. They're going to have more information on this in a few weeks. Not a few, a couple weeks. No, a few. It's a few. That was the wording. Not a couple. A couple is 2.
A couple
right?
would be 2. Yes, because a couple of people get married. That is 2.
Yeah. Okay. They said a few weeks. So that puts us somewhere in the 2nd to 3rd week of June for the Direct, if this is going to be in the Direct, which is good because then the video I gave you about all Nintendo Directs can come out, before soon. Or around that.
Yeah.
So that's great. The Direct won't happen before it. It won't be week 1. Hopefully. Right. That's really the only thing to talk about with this. We kind of have an idea of. I feel like this game is definitely a Direct game. You know what I mean? It's not like it's a whatever. Like
don't say anything that's gonna get the Dragon Quest fans upset, Drip.
I said it's a big game. It's not a game for me. It's not.
It's not just a big game. It's the biggest game in the world. I've been playing Dragon Quest since 1980. Don't tell me that Zelda, you want to see your Zelda? Oh, fuck your Zelda. I was in Dragon Quest. It's a big deal, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So Dragon Quest is the biggest thing ever. So obviously it's going to be at this Direct in a few weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good enough for me. Mm-hmm. The coolest part about this is, like, whatever, Dragon Quest, cool, whatever. We know there's a Direct. So any of these announcements now, we usually are like, does that mean there's going to be a Direct? Does that mean there's going to be a Direct? We know there's going to be a Direct. So it's more like, oh, okay, this is probably going to be at that Direct.
Yeah.
It's very weird that we're talking about it in that sense, isn't it? Like, we've never been like, oh, the Direct in June is, Nintendo's told us what's happening. We just don't know when.
Nintendo gave us information? What?
Yeah. What? Like a month in advance.
You saw that sound, Drip?
Maybe 2 months in advance.
I missed that sound. I used to play that one all the time. What? Do you have it?
Yeah, I don't have that anymore.
Wow. You got rid of that one. That's sad.
I didn't get rid of it. It just disappeared.
Oh.
I need to get that one back. That was a good one.
However, Drip, not that Dragon Quest is the first topic because it's the least punching news.
Dragon Quest is the best thing ever.
Exactly.
Obviously. We all know that,
totally not as important news right now, is the Zelda Legos. So did you guys see what they dropped? Oh man, did you see the Deco Tree dropped? Oh my God, Drip, I know you did. Tell me all about it.
Yes. Oh my God, I was on it. They did it. That was the big tweet yesterday. And I was on it. I'm so excited about this. I am so excited about this. If you remember,
yes.
I believe I talked about this in a video almost 2 years ago.
Yep.
That this had been leaked. that this is coming.
Yeah, I remember
Wasn't
vividly.
for sure, but it was like one of the prototypes that they were working with.
Yeah, looked a lot different than this. And this one,
it did. Yeah,
this one looks way better.
Look like this.
This one looks awesome.
It does. But that was like what, 2 years ago? God, what kind of video was I even talking about?
At least 2 years ago, yeah.
So then again, it popped back up again. I think sometime late last year, and I think I told you, like, dude, it's happening. This is for sure.
Yep.
And then popped up a few weeks ago, and you asked me in Discord if it was credible, and it was from Brick.
Well, yeah, this was 2 days before the Lego listing actually was like put up there. So as soon as I saw the actual Lego listing, I was like, okay, yeah, this is legit.
Yeah. Brick Clickers, he's been talking about this set for a while too. Usually when it comes to Legos, because those of you who don't know, I am into Legos. I do love
very
some Legos.
much so.
But yeah, Brick Clickers, he's pretty good about getting all the leaks and stuff. He's got a YouTube channel. We might link it. I don't know. There's just a lot of stuff. There's so many cool things with this. First off, it's not just the tree from one of the games. It's basically 2 sets in one. So you can either build the tree from Breath of the Wild or Ocarina of Time, and they both have 2 different looks, and they're completely different looks.
Yes.
At first, when I saw it, I was like, is it just the tops that are different? But I mean, if you look at the facial structures, yeah, they are completely different.
If you want to change out, it's not as simple as changing the leaves. You have to rebuild.
No. You have to. It's an entirely different set of directions, I'm sure.
But I think we all can agree. Not, whether you love Breath of the Wild more or whether you love Ocarina of Time, let's all just agree, because even Lego agrees, because that's the one that they put on the box.
Yeah,
the Breath of the Wild version is way better.
It's the better version.
It looks so much better. It's so good looking.
Well, not just the fact that it's like, not just the fact that it's got a giant drooping wooden mustache.
I know,
which is just amazing. It's also got the pink leaves, which I like a whole bunch, and there's so much more stuff going on around the bottom.
Yeah. And I realized this earlier today. Hestu. Yeah. He's right there. Oh my, those little maracas. Oh my God, he's adorable. Like that.
Buildable Hestu. Can we? I mean, come on.
Oh my God.
Do you get any better than that?
Oh
yes,
my God.
Actually, you do, because we now have Link and Zelda Lego minifigures.
Oh my God.
How long have I wanted those? Since I was a little kid.
Dude, like, I'm actually like looking at this for the first time on a big screen and like really look and zoomed in.
You see the little tiny Koroks?
There are so many good
Koroks everywhere.
There are details all over the place. This is such. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Lego. The one where, if you guys are listening, I'm sorry. Go ahead and check out the YouTube channel to see, or just go to lego.com and look up the Great Deku Tree.
Yeah, I've got the main picture on lego.com up. Is that the one you're looking at?
Yes. The Breath of the Wild version of this and all of it. It is so detailed. There's lots of shrubbery all at the bottom, lots of little different color accents here and there. Of course, you got Link holding the Master Sword and the Hylian Shield with Zelda holding the Sheikah Slate, Hestu with his maracas, a bunch of hidden Koroks, his giant tree trunk mustache, like Drip already pointed out, the beautiful blossom tree, head, whatever, leaves on him. I mean, this is stunning. This is breathtakingly stunning. Great. But
it looks really, really good.
I actually want to bring up one thing to wrap it up, unless you have something before we wrap it up.
Yeah, well, I want to turn the cool thing too is not just that one. That one's good. That one's the best one. I want to talk about the Ocarina of Time one too, and the fact that they did this as a double set. Like, it's really cool that they did it this way, instead of just saying, "Oh, you know what?
Gotta pick one."
Even though the first time we saw this tree, like, way back, like, that's not what we're doing. Breath of the Wild's big. We're gonna go Breath of the Wild. The fact that they give you the option to go back and do it old school, I really, really appreciate that, because it has its own little Easter eggs too. If you look at that one too, it's got like the little I don't remember what it's called, but it's basically the tiny, like the sprout that takes over, after you beat the first thing and the tree dies. The little sprout that comes up later.
Deku Tree Junior,
Yeah, it's got that in there, and it's got some enemies, and there's enemies inside too, because it's a dungeon. But it also comes with Link's fucking house from the game.
Yes,
which is badass, and you get adult Link and child Link.
Yes.
Like, they really went all out on this. They went all out on both of them. Like, just the amount of detail they put in both these things. It makes me feel really good, because there's another thing that I'm really, really happy about is they did confirm in some of the interviews they were talking about this is just the first Zelda set. There are going to be more.
Well, I guarantee you we're going to hear more about these Lego sets when we hear more about the movie, because of course we will.
Yeah, and if you look at the way they've done Mario, they've been putting out basically one big set a year. Like we got the Nintendo set, the NES, then we got the Question Block, then we got the Bowser.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we did get a smaller set, which was the Piranha Plant, which is super cool. What I'm hoping is they're going to get some like $300 for this.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's where we got to tell you. We're going to talk about the bad too, because there's bad with this too.
Well,
but
here's the
$300 is big. I want them to make a set for kids who want, who want these minifigures, who want to have a Zelda set. $300 is not feasible.
No,
for a child.
I mean, I'm an adult, and it's not feasible for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not feasible for most people. So this isn't like an accessible thing. They need to make some sets that are accessible to other people, because, with Mario and the way they've done a lot of those sets, like not the big sets, but they have the little Mario sets. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes, I know
They've
exactly.
Got all those different things. Like for kids, they've got two different versions. The Animal Crossing sets they put out, those are more geared towards kids. But I mean, Zelda isn't totally geared towards kids. You know what I mean? And I guess Mario too, just with the nostalgia.
Not like Mario is. Mario is much more so than Zelda. Yes.
Yeah, Zelda. I mean, the older people like Zelda. I get it, but the $300 price tag, that's big, man. We got to find something else.
I've gone back and forth on this. Of course, the price is expensive. Of course, we want it cheaper. But after looking at the piece count on it, and the fact that you get all the figurines, they put work into it. There's Easter eggs in there, and the double. You get both Deku trees in one pack. Okay, I can concede that this is, while it's expensive and not attainable by most, including myself, it is. I accept it, and I think it's worth it. I do. If you can afford it, it is worth it. But here is a big issue that I had. I've already shared with you, Drip. Number one, going back on the Blossom Tree version, which is the best version, I got to point out, we have to point the elephant out in the room. Yeah. There is not a lot of shrubbery on his head. Go play Breath of the Wild and look at that tree. It does not look the top of that tree looks nothing like this tree. I mean, it's not. It
needs
full.
to be way thicker.
Absolutely,
there needs to be like triple that.
And there's only more. There's like what, 2 trunks outside of his mouth trunks, his eye trunks, and his eyebrow trunks.
Yeah, there's 4 up there.
Barely.
Total, I think.
Not enough trunks, not enough leaves. I mean, that's simple as that. I think they decided, they made a choice. They're like, okay, we're going to just include both trees and not have it, and neither one's going to look particularly awesome. And I was like, and I'm like, I don't know. But here's the point I'm trying to make. I actually should have brought it over. It's over there. Abby has the Winnie the Pooh. Humble. What is that? What are the woods? Winnie the Pooh. Woods.
The 100-acre woods.
100-acre woods. Yeah, she has the tree. You haven't seen that Lego set. It's awesome. It opens up like a book. It's really cool. I did realize finally that the pieces on that one is about half on this one. However,
there's 2,500 pieces on this.
However, because you're not using all the pieces at once with this one. This one is 25,000 pieces, but you're not using them all at once.
2,500, not 1,000.
Right. Sorry, 2,500 pieces on this, and you're not using them all. So actually, in reality, there's not that many more pieces on one of these Deku trees than there is on that whole Winnie the Pooh set. And they're probably pretty even wise. And I gotta be honest, guys. That one's $100. Okay, and that's Winnie the Pooh. That's a huge franchise. That's one of the highest grossing franchises on the planet Earth. Zelda's not. Zelda costs $300.
It's piece count.
3
That's
times.
How they always do it.
Correct. It's more pieces. And like I said, I've already conceded that, because at first I thought it was ridiculous, but now I'm like, okay, I'm seeing the value here. There's a lot of value to it. But there's still that big issue I have with it. And they're kind of one of the same. The shrubbery on his head, combined with the fact that the size is going to be similar to this $100 set over here, the Winnie the Pooh one, and that also has plenty of shrubbery. Way more shrubbery than this one does on top of its tree.
I wish you would have brought it over, but it's
here. You talk. I'm gonna go get it. It's right. I can go get it.
Okay. Well, I mean, okay. I will say this. I agree with Jeeb on a lot of what he's saying here, and I think honestly, it was probably a very tough decision for them to make, because it was either, okay, we completely just leave everybody who wants to see that Ocarina of Time version of this tree, we just leave them out and we add to this one, which it probably wouldn't have been as high of a piece count, because you wouldn't have needed nearly as many pieces to do a different tree in the different style, but they could have added more on top. It probably would have been maybe, I don't know, 1,800 pieces and gone down about $100, which would have been great. But I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it was a tough decision to make, whether to include both of them or just do one. I don't know. So yeah, there's a lot on there. That's a decent amount. Yeah, it fills out better because of the way it is.
I just took off the top. Oh no, I can't break
it. And here's the thing,
she's gonna be so mad at me.
I want to talk about this for a second too. We don't have to stay on the Legos much longer, but there will be somebody out there, because they do it with all sets. Somebody out there will make an upgrade direction kit to say, here's the pieces you need to order from Lego.com, the extra pieces. Here's how you fill out the top and make this thing look even better than it does now, which is going to cost you more money on top. But there will be a version of this, I guarantee you, that has a full top, and it's probably going to cost you $200 more to do it. But
I gotta say, because there's a lot of detail in this Winnie the Pooh one. It opens up. There's lots of characters, way as many or more than the Zelda ones. They got all the Humbernaker Wood characters, whatever the hell it's called.
100 acre
100 acre woods. 100 acre. Hey, yo, 100 acre.
100 acre woods.
This one is a value as hell. When you're comparing that one to this one, this is a value. I mean, like
on the size, yeah, that one for sure.
The size is going to be similar. The pieces aren't.
What's the piece count on that one?
1260 or something. It's 1,200.
Okay.
1,200. It's about
$100.
About half, and it's $100. It's a third of the price and half the pieces, and not to mention the pieces that you're not using. There'll be pieces that you're not using on that Deku tree that you are using all of them here. So they're very comparable in pieces, even though there's more pieces. They're still comparable because you're not using all of them. That's what I was saying
when you walked away. Yeah, like I'm sure it was a very difficult decision to either be like, we can fatten one up and make it look real good, or we can include both.
Dude, it fucking opens up. It opens up like a book. It's got hinges, and there's stuff. You stuff shit inside. Stuff shit. You shove.
Yeah, that
shit
one looks
inside.
pretty good.
It's
that
amazing.
One looks good.
I'm gonna go carefully bring this back and not break it. So
yeah, I mean that one looks good, but it's not Zelda. I'm excited for I'm really honestly excited for this set. It's expensive. It is quite expensive. But I mean, I'm trying to save my pennies for it already. So
you know, I want to seem like I don't want to seem like I'm talking trash on it, because I really do like it a lot. It's just not a great value. Honestly, it's really not. It's compared to Lego's other products. It's just not a great value.
It's expensive. I mean, I'm wondering too. That I want to look into it. I bet yours is an older set. That 100 acre wood tree set. I bet you got that on sale too. I bet it was more than $100 originally.
I'm sure it might have. That's just the current price. $100 is the current price.
I can't say I haven't bought Lego sets that were close to that anyway. I have the Luke Skywalker land speeder. I mean, that was what, $230, something like that.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on, Drip. Let's move on to the meat and potatoes of the episode, and that is going to be about the MIG switch. But before I tell you about the MIG switch, this episode is not sponsored, but it is sponsored by us, the Drip G Podcast. If you guys would not mind checking out our members only shows, we'd appreciate it, because we do a lot. We do an episode a month over there, over here actually on our YouTube account. So if you guys like what we do and want a little bit more of it and want to help support the channel, please indulge in our $2.99 or $4.99 membership costs. And for your $1 dues, you're going to get more of Drip and I, and in a more intimate setting, a live stream just for you guys. And of course, you get to watch the previous ones and the future ones if you sign up. Whenever you do end up signing up, we'd appreciate it. It helps us out, and it supports what we do here, and also gives you guys a little bit extra, a little bit more dollar dues, a little bit more funny Funyuns, Drip. A little more Funyuns in your life.
Oh yeah, yes,
Drip
yes,
Funyuns. So yeah, please consider that, guys. But
become a member.
Become a member. MIG switch, Drip.
Jeeb, it's a scam. It's a scam, right? Total scam.
Nah, we just clickbaited you.
Oh,
okay,
gotcha.
No,
Never
Drip.
mind. Not a scam. Podcast over.
So listen, of course, of course, this is my opinion. This is my opinion. I believe it's a scam, and it's not the same kind of scam as like, you know, I don't know. It's a scam, and I'm gonna tell you why, Drip. And I know you don't care a whole lot about the MIG switch. I know that, and you don't know, and you don't know a lot. And I will.
Before you tell me,
yeah.
Let me just say this. I already agree with you that it is a scam, but not that kind of scam that's probably like someone would think that we were talking about.
Right.
But go ahead.
Right. So
I agree with you. I agree with you completely.
Let's just go backwards real quick. Let's talk about the MIG switch when it first launched. I don't have the launch date for it. At least when they announced it, I should say not launch it, but the announcement date.
At this point, it was like 5 years ago.
No, it was like
but it was
like
a long time ago. Last year,
late 2023. I mean, I think maybe like I'm gonna say November, maybe December.
Was it even that late? I thought it was a little earlier than that.
Not relevant. Maybe, but
not
I don't
relevant.
know. I don't know. It was late 2023. That's the point. They came out 2023. What is the MIG switch? The MIG switch is a flash cart, and what that is something that you can add your games to. If you have your games like on your PC that you ripped off your own cartridges, you can add those from your PC onto the cartridge, and then that also allows you to have all of your physical Switch games that you own. Take the games off of the cartridge, or make a copy of it, I should say, and copy and paste it into the MIG switch cartridge that looks just like a Nintendo Switch cartridge. And you can play all of your physical games off of one cartridge, okay? The idea is a really good one. Plus, when they announced this thing, it came with this thing called the MIG Switch Dumper. And the MIG Switch Dumper is...
Terrible name, by the way.
They're going to dump. It is a device that you can plug into your Switch, and without any hacking or anything nefarious, get your cartridges off of get the ROMs, the video games that are on the cartridge, get those off of the cartridge and onto the MIG switch without any hacking, without anything illegal about it. Totally legal, totally normal process. At least I think it is. Of course,
actually, it's very illegal to do that even.
Yeah, well, whatever. It's not something Nintendo's going to ban you for, it doesn't seem like.
No, absolutely not.
Because you're still using the specific key that comes with the game. So if you bought the game,
you're cloning your cartridge. As long as you're not cloning your cartridge. As long as you're not selling your cartridge that you cloned, either one, the original one or the MIG switch.
That's where you'll get into the
Of course. If you're buying it for your, it's like buying a gun. If you buy a gun to murder people, you're a criminal. If you buy the gun to protect yourself or to use at your leisure in a legal manner, it is not illegal. It's just like that. Compared it to a gun. Here we are.
I don't know why you did that, but okay.
But it's relevant.
Continue, please.
So, having the ability to dump your carts on a single cartridge is dope. It's actually a really cool concept. If you have a lot of cartridges and you don't want to always grab your cartridges, you wish that you bought them digitally, this is a great alternative to that. Of course, we're back in the mindset of late 2023 when we heard about this thing. Okay, we're gonna bring you through the process here. So, of course, it's a great idea. And for all of that, I believe they were selling it to people at the cost of, I think it was, $79 or something like that, right? It was like under $100. For like under $100, you get the MIG switch dumper and the cartridge, and that's a hell of a deal. That's a good deal for a product that if they follow through with it,
and
is
that's
a great
what a lot
value.
of people signed up for.
They didn't just sign up for it; they bought it.
They paid for it. That's what I'm
they
saying.
were selling
that's what you put your money into. Yes.
That's what they were selling. Okay, so later on, it comes out MIG switch has to backtrack for whatever reason, whether it's manufacturing, shipping, whatever the issue might have been. There's lots of theories of what the issue was, or just greed. Whatever the issue was, they ended up telling the people, hey, we know you just bought the cartridge and the MIG switch dumper in a package for $80 or whatever. You're actually only going to get the cartridge. You're not getting the dumper.
Well, actually, no. The MIG switch, the company didn't even tell the people that. MIG switch told the companies that were selling the thing, hey, sorry, you've been taking pre-orders for this thing. and you told them they're getting that. Now they're not, and they didn't do shit about it. They just put it on them to be like, you deal with it. That's just how it is now.
So
some of the people selling it were actually trying to help people out, but
I'm sure if you asked the retailers who were selling this thing, they'd probably tell you it's MIG Switch's fault, and if you ask MIG Switch, it's probably the retailer's fault. Whoever's fault it was, it doesn't matter. It comes back to MIG Switch.
No, it's not the retailer's fault. What are they gonna do?
Whatever. It always goes back to MIG Switch. No matter whose fault it actually is, it's a MIG Switch. It's their fault. The poor marketing or the poor communication with the retailer.
There's so much more than that. Yeah.
We're not going to tell you the entire origin story of MIG Switch. It'd be an hour video if we did that just on this topic. But yeah, so that ends up happening. There's one kind of realization that maybe this was a scam. Maybe it was, because they kind of did scam people in like a verb sense. They kind of scammed people into buying this thing when they thought they were getting something they weren't getting.
With the dumper. Okay, that is a scam.
That in and of itself is a scam.
That's a bait and switch. That's what it is.
Yes, that's exactly.
You're getting these things. Here's your money. Okay, actually, you're just getting this piece. Like,
and you can ask the people who bought them. Like, you can ask Spawnwave or RGT. You know, they made their videos already. They bought the thing,
and they were pre-order guys.
They pre-ordered it, and they were expecting to them that they were sold both items, and then it turns out they weren't getting both. So you can call whatever you want, but as long as you understand it's a scam, that's a scam.
That is a scam. That is seriously like, there's no other definition of the word. Like,
no.
I say I'm giving you this for this amount of money, and then you pay that amount of money, and then I say, actually, you're only getting this. If that's not a scam, you tell me what it is.
Yeah.
Because there was nothing else done about it. Nobody got any like, oh no, well, we'll do this for you, or we'll do that, or there'll be this and that. There's nothing. It just happened, and everyone's just like, oh, okay. It's a scam.
So moving on, later on, MIG Switch states that the pre-orders, whoever pre-ordered will be receiving theirs, and I think it's late January, somewhere in that ballpark. We'll just say early Q1 of 2024. Okay, somewhere that's when they're promised to get it. To this day, there's still people who pre-ordered are either just now getting them here in almost April or almost June of 2024. Many months after they were promised to get it, or they haven't gotten it at all. There's people out there who haven't gotten it at all.
Oh, there's people who pre-ordered and still haven't gotten it. I mean, this is what's random. This is the random thing too. You guys all know my good buddy Matt Moran.
Mm-hmm.
He just ordered one. Wasn't even he just ordered one.
Yep.
And he has his. He got it.
Do you know when he ordered it?
I don't know exactly when he ordered. I was hoping he was going to be in the chat so I could have him answer that question, because I was going to text him earlier and I forgot. Completely forgot. So
you're about just
we don't have that information.
I was thinking about your video again that you should make of this MIG Switch. I can already picture you holding this thing close to the car, close to the camera, and the next to it says, "Oh wait, I just lost. Wait, illegal." That's right. The text illegal, pointing to the MIG Switch.
Illegal.
And then your title is like illegal Nintendo Switch accessory. Or like, is this Nintendo Switch accessory illegal?
Okay. Well, you're really selling me on making a video on this thing now.
I don't know why you haven't made one already. If you
okay, I will. That's what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm gonna go down and pick up the MIG Switch. Whatever. That's what I'm doing. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Ride the content wave.
Okay. So fine. I will.
Again, you could just say they're having struggles with the manufacturing process or the shipping process or whatever it is, but that's a fact. Pre-orders coming out late to people, and people still haven't gotten them. People who just ordered, like Matt Moran, did get them. That's kind of weird.
Oh, and I remember seeing, like, we talked about, the big YouTubers, but RGT said in his video, I think he made a video on it a little bit before it actually showed up. He's like, I'm just kind of giving up on this thing. Like, I don't even know if it's going to show up at this point. It's been so long.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it may not even come. I just completely lost faith. Like, okay, well, guess I got scammed completely, but it did show up.
Mm-hmm. Of course, without the dumper, what he was expecting.
Yes, only half of what you actually ordered showed up, but yeah,
that's right. And,
so tell me the rest, because I'm not like totally versed on this whole thing.
That's all old news. Okay, that's the old news, and as Power Mad just put out in the chat, of course, that's exactly where we're going now. Power Mad, the version 2 of the MIG Switch. Wait, hold on. Let's pause. What? The version 2? Did we not just tell you that? The concept was announced that they were going to start manufacturing in late 2023. Yes. Did we just tell you that in Q1 of 2024 is when they were planning to deliver pre-orders on version 1? Yes. Are we just now leaving Q1 of 2024, and now you're telling me that people who have pre-ordered the original product, who have still not gotten them, are now having the news that the version 2 is already coming out? That is correct. That's what I'm telling you. Version 2 is out, and I don't know a ton about it other than the one main feature that is, to my knowledge, it's an identical product with one difference.
It's got the button.
It's got a single button. And that single button allows you to move forward in a game or move backwards in a game. And let me explain.
As far as like which games you're on your list.
Let me explain. MIG Switch 1, the version 1, you put your games on there, and now you ask, well, unless you have a modded Switch, how do you get to all the games on one cartridge? Do they all just pop up at once like a sane person? No, they don't. That's not how it works. That's not how Nintendo would allow it to work according to how they're nefariously getting this to work. The way the MIG Switch 1 works is you put the cartridges in, and let's say you have 5 games on it, right? You put your cartridge in, game 1 shows up. You take it out, you put it in again, game 2 comes out. You take it out, put it in, game 3 comes out. And that's the process as many games you have on this MIG Switch. That's the process in version 1. That's an all irrelevant conversation now, because the MIG Switch 1 is officially discontinued as of now.
I'm looking at that right now.
It's discontinued as of now. The people who pre-ordered have still haven't gotten it. It's discontinued already. Version 2 is replacing it. Version 2 has that button. What the button does is you put the cartridges in, a game pops up. But you want to get to game 4. But you don't want to pop it in, pop it out, pop it in, pop it out, pop it in, pop it out. Instead, what you do now is you pop it in once, and now there's a button on top. You press it once, cycles to game 2, press it again, cycles to game 3, etc. So that is the biggest difference with this version.
Yeah,
2.
which is nice.
And one more thing, Drip. They have said that while version 1 is discontinued, people who have not received their version 1 who've already purchased it will now be getting the version 2. That's what they say is going to be happening.
Okay, which, fine, cool, but like we talked about earlier, you have just fucked over everyone who's already got theirs.
Right, Matt
Moran bought his, but actually, if he'd have just waited a week later, 2 weeks later, he would have the new one.
That's right,
with the new feature, the feature that should have been there from the beginning.
Matt Moran's actually a bad example, because the people who have pre-ordered it back in November, let's say, of 2023, who has still not gotten it here in almost June of 2024, those are the people.
Either way, though, whenever you ordered it.
Those people the people who ordered it earliest and just got it, like RGT, Spawnway, they just got it.
Let me ask you this.
Now they just got fucked. They got scammed, because now they're not even getting the best product that other people will be getting.
Because it wasn't the product.
Mm-hmm.
That's not... Let me ask you this. When have you ever seen a final version of a product shipped to consumers, and 3 months later, when orders aren't even all the way filled, put out the version 2 of it?
It doesn't happen.
When have you ever seen this?
Well, from an irreputable company, probably a lot, actually, because they're irreputable. That's why that's a hard word for me to say. Irreputable. For them,
yeah, you nailed it. Good job.
For a reputable company to do that's unheard of. Reputable companies don't do that. They don't get a good reputation for
that's
doing
what I'm
that.
saying. Like, anybody trying to defend this company at this point, like this is bad business practice, is what this is. This is just like
you mean like this person, like that person on the screen, like why would people like that defend this company? Shots fired. Pew pew.
How do you, I don't know. How do you do business like that? How do you do business like that? How do you even stay in business like that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's zero trust in any of this, because it's like, first off, I didn't even get the product I bought. And then now you're telling me, okay, I still haven't even got the product I bought, but I'm only getting half of what I actually bought. I'm only getting a piece of that. One piece of the puzzle to make this whole fucking thing work. I only get one of those now. But now you're telling me that that's actually not even what I'm getting. You've already put out a better version. So this was clearly your prototype, your first version you tried. And instead of, testing it, making sure it fucking works right.
These people who got their version 1s, they're beta testers. That's how they should look at this. They're beta testers.
But they paid full price.
But they paid full price and got half of what they paid for.
Yeah. Dude, I would not buy anything from this company, honestly.
I'm shocked Matt Moran got his. I am.
I am too. it's crazy that he has it. He told me I could do a video on it. He said it's right down the street. I could go grab it.
Now, put your shoes in a person who pre-ordered this thing and still hasn't gotten it, and now they're being told they're going to get V2. Do you even trust them at this point? How can you
if
trust
you're even getting it?
How can you even trust MIG Switch? How can you say, oh, okay, they said I'm going to get V2 now?
You know what I see that as? I see that as a really good opportunity. And listen, this is total speculation. I'm not, I probably shouldn't even go down this road, but I'm gonna.
It's fun.
Who cares? This is a perfect opportunity for a shit company like that to be like, whoops, we just messed up because all those were the old orders and now it's the new thing and they got messed up and now we don't know who pre-ordered and it's all messed up and we don't know who it was. Maybe email us and we might check your email or we may not check your email. You know what I mean? It's just such a shady situation at this point. Now, what's the other company? What's the second company who's making basically a clone of this thing?
So their name is Unlock Switch, and I know very, 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 very little about any of this. I just know that there was a single tweet that I'm going to now read to you guys.
Well, I saw this. I did see something about them because they're basically making a similar product. I think it already may have had the.
They're making a clone because, of course, they're making a clone because there's going to be 1,000 clones of this MIG Switch. MIG Switch was the first.
Yeah, once somebody gets it and reverse engineers it, of course, yeah.
So here's what Unlock Switch had to say about this whole situation. We've just received an email We just received an email that's filled with hilariously blatant lies, refusing to acknowledge public failure after attempting to undermine a genuine competitor leads to resorting to public deception. 160,000 pieces. Why not 106 million? 1.6 million. It's quite trying. Oh, sorry, I had to press the button. It's quite amusing trying to maintain a facade of standing strong. What a performance. We have a good chuckle here. Your production is quite the comedy. Thanks for the entertainment. So that's responding to MIG Switch. There's no response tweet to it. Like we don't know what they're responding to.
They're not wrong in any of this. But then the email. Email down here. I started reading through this.
I had not even seen this email. Tell me what this email is. I had not seen this.
So I started reading through it. Okay, it does say they're going to get the Switch V1, no longer, or they're going to get the MIG Switch V2, no longer producing the V1. The price remains unchanged. Hallelujah! We still get scammed out of the original thing we were supposed to get in that price, but it's not going to change. So that's good. People with pending orders, do not worry. You're going to be the first delivered.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see how that goes because they're still not the fucking first delivered. They're still not the first delivered. They weren't. Other people are getting them. How are those people? Okay, they're automatically gonna be turned into the V2. Your orders will just be changed automatically. It's probably gonna be done with
it's probably
through the Force.
You know why this is not a big deal?
Or some type of Hogwarts magic.
I was gonna say Hogwarts letter. Hedwig is gonna be hand delivering. Claw delivering. It will be
an owl that will come deliver your MIG Switch. It will be an amazing time for you. You're gonna have a really, really lovely day when that owl shows up with your MIG Switch. Not your dumper.
No, not your dumper.
But it will take a dump on your porch when it leaves your MIG Switch. I don't know, man. Me reading ADHD all this on the fly. It's basically saying a bunch of stuff about, we know everybody's frustrated, blah, 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 blah. But it's like, dude, how long has this been going on?
What do you mean, how long has this been going on? MIG Switch as a company?
People are mad about not getting their shit. They're, we understand. Do you?
Do something.
Do you? Yeah, we apologize. The delays, accept the responsibilities. When have you done that? Because you haven't. Because people still don't have their shit. Pre-orders.
Yeah.
From half a year ago. Have not shipped. But then random, what are you, where do you even start with this? That's the thing. It's like, where do you even start? Where's the main problem? Because your every fucking system has to be so fucked that you're just sending random people. That's not a pre-order, but fuck it, send it out. There's one, send it. What are they drawing names out of a hat? How are they even doing this? Like, what system are they using to be like, okay, this is the next person? Because there are systems that do that.
Mm-hmm.
As orders come in, they are in an order, and you fill them in that order. It's like, okay, here's the next one, filled. Here's the next one, filled. It doesn't make sense.
Nope. And just about none of the situation makes sense, honestly.
Stocks is limited to 10K units for June.
Let's move off the email. It's pointless. Who cares, man? This company is scamming you guys, if you're buying this, out of your money. And maybe you actually will receive this product. Maybe, and people have. Matt Moran got it. It's not like they're not shipping them out. They are shipping them out to certain people. The issue is, why not to everybody? Why not to the pre-orders already? Why are the pre-orders still waiting when other people are getting them? And
you know what else is weird about this too? You know what else is really weird about this?
Mm-hmm.
I remember, again, like the big YouTubers talking about how random people got these things, like when it were announced. There were certain
I know one.
There were certain YouTube channels that just had it.
Well,
isn't that weird?
Well, here we go.
That's so strange.
A YouTuber that I've watched that I very much enjoy their content, that I would be really sad. I don't know. I'm not accusing. It would be really sad if this YouTube channel was somehow colluding with MIG to get this product to promote this product. But damn it, Jeff is the YouTube channel's name. You may have seen.
Oh yeah.
I love his videos. Love his videos. But he was one of those people who got the MIG switch very early and even got the dumper really early. And I was like raising my eyebrow at that. Like, how did you get this? And like, people are still waiting. And why are you willingly promoting this? Because almost as if he got. I'm not accusing. I swear I'm not accusing. I hope I'm wrong about this. But it's almost as if he got paid by MIG switch and got the product, because he didn't mention one thing about. Actually, I shouldn't say that, because I gotta rewatch the videos. But it came across as if there weren't any issues with this, as if we're not seeing all these issues with the MIG switch as a company and the product.
Well, the product, I don't know if there's that many issues with the product itself. If you have the dumper and stuff, it seems to work, doesn't it?
It does. It's like a dream.
It's just the company that, like, it doesn't make sense. I don't know. That is a very strange part of this too. Like, why was it these certain people who got it so early, but yet you've got people who could actually really push this thing, like somebody like a Spawn Wave, or like the people who these RGT, these big channels who obviously wanted it. Like, get it early. We'll do a video on it. Like, why not? Or at least, send the pre-orders out.
Yeah.
When they're supposed to be sent out.
Simple as that.
Why keep it from certain people? It's weird. It just all rubs me the wrong way, man. Like, all of it's just like,
me as well. That's why I made the title and I made the thumbnail of this video. I think it's kind of crazy. And Drip, we're not done yet about this. We're not done. There's a whole nother a can of worms that we haven't opened yet in this I'm saying commercial.
Oh God, there's more.
Episode. Oh yeah,
there's more.
There's more. We've talked about this in a previous episode when we talked about MIG switch. This is not the first time we talked about MIG switch. This is the first time we've gone over the whole saga and gave up-to-date saga. There's a whole can of worms about this. I'm not sure even how to get to word this. I'm struggling. The used game market, eBay, your friend down the street, your buddy who's trying to sell, your friend's friend, online, mainly the online used game market, even GameStop. It's no longer safe to purchase a Nintendo Switch used copy. Because while MIG switch would tell you that this is not a device for piracy. Let's be honest here. This is very much designed for piracy.
Let me ask you this. What the fuck else are you doing with it if you don't have the dumper?
Exactly. If you sell it with the dumper, you're 100% not promoting piracy, because you're giving the person a way to not even think about piracy.
Without the dumper, it's piracy or nothing.
Without the dumper, it is piracy or hacking a switch, which is also not really a thing you're allowed to do. It's not quite piracy level, but it is not something you're not allowed to do. Here's why, and here's how. This is how it's not safe to buy a used Switch game anymore, unless you know the person.
Oh, yeah. This is...
If you, let's say, I'm sorry, not you, the other person on eBay, you buy a game from them. That person buys a MIG switch with the intention There's a lot of people doing it. If you look at Reddit threads, there are people out willingly. There's a lot of idiots in the world right now, especially in our country. They're telling you right now, we're buying this thing for piracy. We're buying this thing so I can sell my Switch games and keep my games too. They're dumping their cartridges on a 1 terabyte SD card. You're going to fit all your cartridges on there for the most part.
I have a 1 terabyte SD card in my Switch.
You put that 1 terabyte card.
Fuck ton of games.
You put that 1 terabyte card in your MIG Switch, and you have all of your games that in your collection. And now you have all these real Nintendo copy games that you've now cloned, and you still have them. But now they're selling them on eBay. And here's the issue: the way that the MIG Switch works as of right now, that's a clone. So if you play, especially if it's an online game, but even an offline game, Nintendo will check with the servers anyway. If that person that you bought it from, if they're dumb enough to play their games online after selling it and stealing the game from themselves, if they're dumb enough to play that game online and you boot up the game that you bought legally, completely unaware of the situation.
Because each game has its own little code.
If you boot that game
copy
up,
of the game.
Not only the person who sold the game gets their Nintendo account banned, you, the person who were very innocent, who bought this game, had no idea, also get your Nintendo account banned. And there's no way to know. There's no way to know if your game was copied onto a MIG Switch or not. The only way you know is if you know the person you're buying it from, and they promise you, if you trust them, that they didn't do anything like that. It's not quite a problem yet. It will be a problem in the very near future.
I do have a MIG Switch from Matt Moran, but I promise you, wink, wink, that I did not copy any of these physical games I have here. Do you want to buy them all for super cheap? I'll sell them to you super cheap.
You just got to text me when you're not playing them on your MIG Switch, so then I don't get banned and you don't get banned. No, it's fine,
dude. I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
I'm
not gonna do that.
It's actually really sad. This affects every single person watching to this show, and even not. If you own a Switch, this affects you. This whole MIG Switch situation affects you because people are out here buying.
Well, and you know what else you could do?
The people who did actually receive theirs and with the intention to steal these games and then sell them to you. Man, hopefully these people are probably dumb enough as well to also try to play Mario Kart that they sold to you. They're probably dumb enough to try to play Mario Kart online as well, and then you both get banned.
And then what about the people who buy a MIG Switch, pirate a bunch of games, and put them on an SD card, then start selling the MIG Switches online for however much, $100, $200, and it's got like a full library of Nintendo Switch games on it. I
don't even trust MIG Switch will have enough copies out there that's even going to be a thing on eBay. But the clones of these MIG Switches, when those when that market starts to build back up, you're damn right, Drip, that there's going to be and here's the thing, here's the crazy thing, if you didn't know, Drip, or anybody else out there, you can go to Amazon right now, a company that is quote unquote reputable, which is every day that passes is showing me Amazon is more of a scam website. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you should watch. What is his name? Scott the Woz. Scott the Woz posted a video on his second channel. He got scammed on Amazon. Amazon scammed him. Like legit.
I'm telling you, 100%. Dude, I thought when we were buying the eShop gift card just now, that's why I moved to Best Buy, because I was like, this doesn't look right.
Well, I've already told you I bought a lot of things from them, and they're not scam. But anyway, it's not relevant to this conversation.
No. I'm talking about Amazon.
Oh, yeah, really?
The one I found on Amazon, because all the other ones were gone. I don't know if you've looked. This is weird. Speaking of that, Amazon has pulled all their Nintendo Switch eShop cards off. Everything's off.
They also weren't able to sell 1,000-Year Door. Did you hear about that? You probably
no.
You've missed a lot, Drip.
I've missed a lot.
We'll talk about this next week. But remind me that we should talk about that. Yeah, there's a whole big thing. Amazon and Nintendo might no longer be friends. But that's a different conversation.
Well, that's what. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, it's crazy.
What was I saying?
It's crazy. You're telling me this live.
I got distracted. What were we saying? It was important.
We were talking about Amazon and the stuff you can buy on there that is supposedly.
Oh, right. So again, Scott the Wild got scammed from off an SD card. He bought an SD card that was a scam SD card. He informed them.
That happens all the time.
He informed them, and they said we're going to take it down. And guess what? They didn't take the page down. You could still buy us. You could still get scammed out of your money.
Yeah. Anyway, those have been on there forever too.
Yeah.
Like if you don't. Yeah.
Yeah, but again, so you can't even trust Amazon these days, honestly, which is crazy. But Amazon is selling. Of course, it's the third-party seller. Gee, what are you talking about? It's not Amazon. It's the third-party sellers. Amazon
Still,
can't.
they let them sell
Amazon
on
can't
there.
control
Doesn't matter.
that. They absolutely can. Scott the Woz reported the company, and Amazon was basically like, "Nah, homie, we're making money.
Now we're good."
Which is that they're completely complicit in this game. Anyhow, you can buy a, let's just say 500 terabyte. I'm sorry, terabyte. I wish like a 500 gigabyte, 1 terabyte hard drive that is being sold to as a game console. It's just a USB hard drive, and on that hard drive, it doesn't just have. They don't just have like the old games that like who cares? They pirate those anyway.
No, they've got Switch games on them.
Switch games. You can buy Mario Odyssey on a $50 hard drive, among with 100,000 other games on it.
Yeah,
including Switch games.
Yeah.
It's not really relevant to the MIG switch, but I even forget why I curved the conversation.
Because these things are the next thing. These are going to be the easiest way once these little cartridges are available for. I mean, and let's be honest, the Switch cartridges, most likely, because we know the Switch 2 is going to be backwards compatible, the Switch cartridge will fit in the Switch 2. So these things are still going to be able to play games on the Switch 2.
You bet your ass Nintendo's working right now. They got plenty of MIG switches in the house at Nintendo. They're working on ways to make...
No, they don't, because nobody else has them.
That's true. But they got them. And they're working on ways to identify, I'm sure. I don't think they're going to... Who knows if they're going to be successful at figuring out how to block the MIG switches or not.
That's going to be tough to do.
But they're working on ways. I guarantee they're working on ways. Who knows if they actually
it's just like, you go on like... you go on eBay, Amazon, whatever, you can buy those like 3DS cartridges with a ton of games on it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You just pop them in, and it's just a ton of games.
Yeah. And
the Switch is going to turn into the same thing.
He points out in the chat a good point. There are these cartridges called R4 cards that you can buy for your 3DS. You can even buy them for your original DS. There's a lot of DS flash cards as well. I don't quite understand. Maybe it's the way Nintendo's infrastructure works now, but those you can still buy third-party 3DS games and not get, or DS games and not get your Switch or your DS banned, because I don't know how it works, but apparently it works differently. With the 2DS, the original DS and stuff, because there's no fear of buying a used DS game on the market right now, but there already is fear with the way this MIG switch works is different apparently, or it's not the MIG switch. I think it's Nintendo's infrastructure, the way that they check online for these copies of games.
Yeah,
I'm not either it's that or the 3DS is just somehow completely void of online checking of any sort, which is possible.
Well, and I mean, that's another thing too. Nintendo, I mean, while they have every right to do it, they're trying to protect themselves and their intellectual property. That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
But it is an uphill battle that they are never, ever, ever going to win.
No.
Which sucks.
You know who? But there is a loser in this. It's not Nintendo. It's not Make Switch.
It's us.
It's
everybody
consumers.
else.
This Make Switch product is bad for us. Even if you think, if somehow you listen to this episode and think, oh, Make Switch not a scam, you have to leave this episode realizing that we lose in this situation. The people who are innocent of this whole situation are not buying MIG switches, not cheating the system and stealing. We're still going to lose out. I swear to God, GameStop is going to be so dumb about it. The GameStop is going to buy cartridges from anybody. There's going to be a bunch of used cartridges at GameStop that you think are legit, and you go and you buy it, you bring it home, put it in your Switch, instant ban.
Well,
it's going to happen.
I'll tell you who won't have that problem.
Who's that? This guy.
All digital, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, listen, digital might be the way to go for the Switch too. And if you want a physical, like I do, you're gonna have to fork up twice as much money because I'm not gonna put that thing in my Switch anymore. All my carts that I have,
not used. You
not
buy
used,
it new, no matter what.
Used. I'm not doing it.
$70 or nothing.
And I'm just not doing it, because that means the people trying to sell cartridges, if this actually works in the opposite favor and now the market drops because people are realizing what's happening, that means your cartridges are no longer resellable either, because no one wants them.
Yeah.
So it can work in both ways.
Which is basically, then at that point, why not buy digital?
Exactly. So I think digital is the way to go.
Because that's like half the point of why people still want the physical, is because, well, I own it, and it, like, yeah, you do. You're right. You still got that part, but like the resale part's done.
No,
it's done.
I mean, the last game that I bought physically.
This is all hypothetical too. We'll see how things go, but
yeah, of course. The last game that I bought physically was Tears of the Kingdom, and I bought that physically within my collection edition, and it's never been opened. And that's the way it's going to be from here on out. If I ever buy a physical game, it's because I've already had the digital version and I just want to collect it. There is no need anymore. And it's not begrudgingly. I don't want this to be the case. I'm still on team physical. But here's the thing. It's less convenient, but on top of that, all this other stuff now that's coming out with this MIG switch stuff and what's to come in the future of physical cartridges for Switch games, for Switch consoles, it does not look good. Does not look good.
Yeah, we're about to be in the wild, wild west when it comes to this
sure
stuff,
are.
Especially for the Switch. We'll see how Nintendo takes this, and if they can do something about it, I feel like they will. But it's gonna just then. We're going to get the MIG Switch version 3 that overrides that, or there's going to be some update. This will never end.
Will never end. This is the podcast that never ends. In fact, it does end. Right now, if you guys are listening to this show, we're going to sign off for now. If you're watching this show in the stream, stick around. We're going to hang out a little bit for the after show. Talk to you guys. See, my ad blocker just said, hey, we've updated. That's not relevant. If you're watching this show in the stream, we're going to hang out for the after show. If you're listening to this show on Apple or Spotify, or watching the show on YouTube after the live stream has ended.
Stop!
Oh, shit. Almost forgot.
Oh, no. We have to give somebody a gift card right now. Somebody's about to win a
Drip and
$50
Jeeb are
eShop gift
scamming
card
people.
right now.
Drip and Jeeb are scamming people because they announced a gift card and didn't actually give it out. Oh, no. We're giving it out right now. Do you have any music for this, Drip?
Scam alert!
Scam alert! That's the wrong music, but that's okay. We can roll with it. Guys,
no.
We've been
Stop. I got nothing else. This is it.
Guys, we have been teasing for over a month now that we're going to be giving away a $50 eShop gift card. And I can inform you that right now we have a winner. If you leave a 5-star review in the past in hopes to win a gift card, we appreciate you. And we hope that by losing you don't delete your review. In fact, we hope you write more reviews. Make new accounts. Just write more reviews. And if you're thinking about leaving a review, but you're like, oh, we're not going to win a gift card because they already gave away, we're doing more in the future, guys. I'm already planning Amiibo giveaways. It's nothing official yet. I'm already planning it. So don't worry. Well, 5-star reviews are here to stay, baby. And to thank this person who I'm about to announce, you're receiving a $50 eShop gift card. Make sure to reach out to me or Drip, probably me, because Drip is, let's just say, not that time sensitive with responding to things. So reach out to me, and I'll get you that number, the code. But here is the winner. Their name is ATC729 on Apple Podcasts. I know this person has already told me who their identity was on Discord and the stream. I forget who you are. So reach out again. You have a different name in Discord and stuff, but I know you already told me. I just need to remember who it is. Just reach out to me and I'll let you know. We'll get you that fucking gift card. $50. Drip and I don't have thousands in your door, but that person does if they want it because they got a $50 each gift card.
Or they can buy it for me.
Or me. I mean, could be me.
No, you don't even want it.
Hola, amigo. What's up, man? Blood Guru. Good to see you. So, guys, with that said, thank you so much for all the 5-star reviews. It's really been helping. Our show has seen a little bit of growth, which we super appreciate, and we hope to continue that. And the 5-star comment of the week is here to stay, and there will be future Amiibo gift cards. And guess what? We're not going to be asking you to leave 5-star review for a gift card anymore. You should just know that if you write a review, you are automatically eligible to win something in the future. And those things have not been announced yet, but I promise you, there's a few Amiibos I have my eyes on that I'm going to get for the show.
Oh, I got the code. Best Buy sent the code. We got the code.
So reach out. We'll get it to you tonight if you need to. We'll get it to you during the after show if you're here. I don't know if you are, but if you're here, we'll get it to you right now. But thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Please leave a like on this YouTube video, and if you're listening, we will see you guys next week.
Later.
Coffees with Games, we're not giving away. We're not giving away the Zelda Legos. Although, if we could afford that, that'd be dope.
That'd be sick. I would be giving them away to myself first, though.
Yeah.
The winner is me! Thank you!
Hey!
It's me! I'm so happy. So glad I could win these Legos.
That's right.
right, you ready for that code? I'll give it to you right now, Jeeb. It's
I'm listening.
I mean, I have it right here.
I'll take it. You can give me $50. That's fine. You just have to buy another one. I said you're giving it away so I can provide my honest feedback. Okay, what your honest feedback on what coffees with games? What do you mean?
On the Zelda Lego, duh.
Oh, well, what is your feedback? I want to hear it. Just tell us what your feedback is.
He has to build it first.
I'm sorry. I'm a little slow. I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm texting this to you right now, just so you have it.
Perfect.
It's just a screenshot of the. I don't want to touch it because I think it's going to try to go to my Nintendo account and redeem it.
Screenshot's going to be just fine.
Yeah.
Word. Reach out to me, whoever wins. I'm going to try to see if I can find that message too. But yeah, it's a fun episode, man. Those good conversations.
Yeah, it was good. I'm going to have to get that stupid fucking MIG switch here and do a dumbass video about it.
You have all the ammo you need now. It's an interesting thing. I think your audience would find it fascinating because you do hardware, dude. And this is hardware from a third party. And this third party, you should at least you need to tell your people that this is not something they should buy. This is not a product they should buy. It's just not. Don't trust this company.
I don't think people should buy this. Oh, I'm glad Matt Moran did, though, so I didn't have to.
I'll even record it and let you, Jeeb, edit the video for Drip's YouTube. Oh, thank you.
Oh, that's good. That's perfect. That's so considerate of you.
And you're going to pay me, Kevin. No.
No, he'll probably have me pay you to edit the video.
He's like, I don't have Drip.
It's going up on my channel. That's how he's justifying it. That's fair. That makes sense.
That's right, yeah.
That is a hell of an angle to take. I'm impressed. Not gonna lie.
Sounds good. Oh, thank you for the sticker. I appreciate the sticker. I'm saving up for one of those coffee bracelets, Scott. I want one of those coffee bracelets that you're selling. I'm broke. I can't buy them, but I want one. And one of these days I'm gonna buy one because they're awesome. What do you got? Oh my God! Get your balls out of here. Hide your balls.
I've been doing this the entire show.
Hide your balls off this stream, Drew. I don't want to see your balls.
You're probably going to hear this in the edit.
No, I would have heard it here, too. I would have heard it here. The edit's going to be... What's funny is, like, especially because you and I hang out a lot of times while I'm, like, getting this thing uploaded and stuff. So, like, what your voice sounds like on Discord is exactly what I'm hearing in my editing software. So, like, if you're trying to talk to me and I'm doing something, I gotta like, oh wait, no, he's actually talking to me right now. It's not him in the podcast edit. You know what I mean? Like, it sounds exactly the same. Like, that's what I like about this setup that we have now. It's not the best. Like, the best setup would be for how we used to, like, record the separate audios, because I could really fine tune things.
But good God, that's a lot.
This sounds fine enough. It sounds more than fine enough. I mean, this sounds better than some of the other popular Nintendo podcasts out there. I won't name names. I already have. But yeah, no, it's fine. The way we do it is perfect. It gets it up quick. That's what matters.
Yeah, and you know what, man? I'm so excited. I'm so freaking excited about what's happening right now. Direct next month. We already know it. It's happening. Switch 2 on the way. Games being talked about.
Can I tell you something?
Zelda games being talked about. I'll tell you what, I saw some crazy stuff last night, some rumors about some Zelda games. I mean, you know, I'm not feeding into them too hard, but damn.
It'd be nice. Can I tell you something? I haven't touched my Switch outside of the occasional testing who just sponsored us? Fixture? The Fixture gaming thing. Outside of like playing a couple hours of Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild. I streamed Mario Kart and I streamed Zelda. Outside of that, this thing is dust, man. I have not touched my Switch. I've been Steam Deck 24/7. I just played 3.5 hours of Steam Deck today.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta be honest. I want Paper Mario, and if I can get Paper Mario sometime soon, I'm gonna play that. But I've not, dude. I play PS5. That's what I play, and I have the whatever that thing's called. What's that thing called? I have
Game Pass.
The portable PlayStation.
PlayStation Portal.
Portal. That's it. The Portal. Like, that's the handheld I use.
Yeah. Listen, I've been having so much fun with Steam Deck, and I stream off it too. I'm off my PC. I'll play some games off the PC on the Steam Deck.
I'm just excited. Like even now, like I play a lot of Fortnite.
Yeah.
But like playing Fortnite on the Switch compared to literally anywhere else, it's like I'd rather play Fortnite on my fucking iPhone than play it on the Switch. There's no way that I'm playing that on the Switch. It's awful.
Abby doesn't care, but every time I watch her play Fortnite on there, I'm like, how can you deal with that? Like, can we just buy a refurbished Xbox?
My kids do it too, and I'm just like, whew.
But you can buy an Xbox One for like $100, and it plays Fortnite like 3 times better than the Switch.
Than a Switch, yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm like, Abby, can we just buy like an Xbox? Like,
yeah. Oh my God, you can get an Xbox Series. You can get a Series S.
That's it.
Dude, you can get a Series S for a couple $100 now.
If we buy an Xbox, it's going to be for one thing.
It's a Fortnite machine.
A Fortnite machine. That is it. I want nothing to do with Xbox. I want nothing to do with ecosystem. I want nothing to do with their discs. I want nothing to do with anything Xbox. And it's not because I hate Xbox. I'm not a hater. I think they're doing not that great right now. And there's no games I want to play. Game Pass is not for me.
Listen,
I just don't want to do with it.
Even my 8-year-old, she's got the Series S in her room now.
And she's like, Dad, can I get PlayStation?
When she goes upstairs, she's like, yeah, I'm not using the Switch. I'm not putting that on the dock. I'm going to move over to the Xbox.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Well, because
she's a full controller.
Maybe she doesn't. Is there a Nintendo games she likes anymore, or likes right now? Probably not.
We didn't get Peach. They wanted Peach, but then they were like, I don't really care that much. And I was like, okay, well, let me know. Other than that, no. I mean, this house is waiting on Nintendo. Everyone in this house. Well,
I'm gonna respond to Jeff real quick. Drip. Just try to put a review on Apple Podcast. Can you see it? I'm refreshing the page. It may be the kind of thing where it takes some time to show up, so it's not showing right now, but we appreciate the effort, Jeff, and I'll let you know if it actually shows up or not. It may take
under my government name, which is Troidvania, obviously.
My government name is Uncle and Jeep.
I mean, my government name is obviously Media.
Yeah, I call you
the
media.
The drip we added later.
Once we
gaming.
Once we get off this live stream, I immediately refer to you as Media every time.
Yeah.
It's your government name, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was telling somebody that the other night, like the whole drip thing.
Yeah.
I was like, it's fucking weird, but I've gotten so used to it now. Like even you call me that. Like we hang out like in person, and
yeah.
I still call Jeeb, and he still calls me Drip. But it is weird when I think about it. Like we've just known each other as that, and that's just kind of how it was.
So on the internet, I have no issues with people calling me Jeeb. Like for you, it was weird. Driptholomew, medium. I have you had way more issues on the internet with people calling you Drip, and I have no issues with people calling me Jeeb. It's normal for me. It's internet, man. It's whatever. It's a username. But like in person, it's a different story. When you called me Jeeb, it was like, I don't like this. This is weird. Dude, I mean, but I got used to it. Like it's fine. Yeah. Because I'd say Drip.
And then you sit right here beside me and say, "Hey, Drip," and I'm like, "God."
And then I'd say,
"Fuck out of here."
Then I'd say Chris, and I'm like, "Ugh."
Well, then you say Chris, and I'm like, "Ooh, don't say that, you weirdo."
Sometimes, like when I'm talking to Abby, I'll refer to you as Chris. But like that only sometimes. Like she knows if I say Drip, she knows what I'm talking about, obviously. But like she calls me Jeep sometimes, and I'm like, don't do that. Do not call me Jeep. It's weird. It can't. I can't do it.
That crosses the line. There.
Yeah, I was like, no. You call me Gabe or nothing. You say nothing at
Gabriel.
all.
Hello,
don't
Gabriel.
No, I've never been a Gabriel.
My dear sweet Gabriel.
I'm not. I used to be embarrassed of Gabriel. I don't know why, because like nobody else has that name. And it's the kind of thing. If you're the only kid in the school who's Gabriel, there's a joke. There's a way for bullies to get to you. You know what I mean? So like I've never liked Gabriel. As an adult, I like the name. I don't use Gabriel. I use Gabe, but I don't. Gabriel's like, it's just weird.
Just change your name to Jeep.
I want to.
Just drop the Gabe altogether and just be Jeep.
I want my mom's last name. I want my mom's last name because it's very Italian. And my middle name is very Italian. Like I've told you. I think you know what it is, right?
Ooh, do I remember? Ooh, do I remember?
My middle name is my grandfather's first name, and my grandfather straight off the boat of Sicily, so like very Italian.
I don't remember.
I'm not gonna say it out loud. I'm not putting business out there, but
yeah,
but I'll tell you later. But yeah, but I mean like I wish I had my mom's last name because then I'd be Gabriel, very Italian, very Italian. Like that would be my name. It's like just rolls right off the tongue, you know. His middle name is Marinara.
It is actually.
Is it meat? Is it meat sauce or is it non-meat sauce? That's bada bing.
It's meat sauce.
Pizza pie.
Gabriel chicken farm.
Love it.
That is actually what it is. That's very.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guessed, but nailed it.
I have first middle named Jeeb. A lot of these. Oh, that's true. And like my sister, who's been calling me Jeeb for years because she's the origin story of why Jeeb is even a thing. It all
really? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I've told you before, but I'll tell it again.
Oh, you gotta tell me stories several times.
You
know this.
The Uncle Jeeb thing, that was before Twitch. Uncle Jeeb was that's what my sister referred to me to her dogs. Like, oh, because I used to live with them and the dog. Like, oh, it's Uncle Jeeb, because she like saying it funny, like oh Jeeb. Now I'm actually forgetting the story as I tell it because it's been so long since I've told the story.
Uncle Gabriel, yes.
But anyway, like we were like, oh, well, my nephew is gonna call me Jeeb when he was old enough, and it's a funny story. He doesn't call me Jeeb. He's not calling me Uncle Jeeb. He's like, no, that's Uncle Gabe. Like he's.
Did I tell you what my kids call my older brother? Oh my God! They call him Uncle Pebble.
That's the story, Drip. I'm sorry. GIF versus GIF. That's how it started. Is it
Geeb
or is it GIF or GIF? Well, okay, fine. If it's I was GIF and she was GIF.
If it's
I said, well, your name's Geeb then, or
yeah.
like that's where that all came from.
Geeb.
Or Geeb. Your name is Jeeb. Yeah, I remember that.
Uncle Gabriel. My kids call my older
brother.
What's
up, Caesar?
Yeah, they call him Uncle Pebble. Yo, Caesar right there. What's up? They call him Uncle Pebble.
One Gabriel. Sorry.
Because my oldest, when she was really young, like my older brother, he's really into like working out. He's got like the shaved head, big fucking tribal
like,
tattoo.
Just like me, right?
Yeah, he's a my brother's a
in
kind
shape,
of a meathead. Not so much anymore, but he works out every day. He's got big muscles. He's got a big tattoo. He's got a bald head.
Yeah.
He used to really like The Rock a lot. And he used to compare himself to The Rock a little bit. And my oldest, when she was younger, she was like, You're not like The Rock. You're more like a pebble.
It's hilarious.
And like my entire family was there, and it was like the funniest thing ever. So it stuck from then. He's now Uncle Pebble.
Oh, that's perfect. That's the kind of story you keep in the family.
It's hilarious. Yeah, smoked his ass. Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You're not like The Rock. You Uncle Pebble.
Yeah. I'll tell you this. My oldest. I mean, my little two. They've got the comedy, but my oldest has been around 13 years now. She's got all the good comedy from me. She is about the funniest child I know at this point.
Yeah.
She's got all the jokes. She's got them all.
Hey, can I give a quick shout out real fast?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on a second. I'm gonna get some music up for myself here.
Who we shouting out?
I'll give it to you in a second. I need the music. It comes with music. It all comes together.
Do I need to turn this off?
Yeah. So
it's actually it's 23 seconds away from just fading out. Can we just do that?
I guess we can. I'll find the right one.
We're doing it.
We're just gonna wait.
What are we doing?
20 seconds.
Are we shouting out Leaf in Bed? Leaf in Bed, let's go!
Leaf in Bed. Hold on 1 second.
Oh my God. Speaking of that, Full Metal Knee, I gotta send you pictures of what's happening on my back porch right now. It's absolutely insane. We've had so much rain and then crazy hot weather. Like all the vegetables I planted like a month ago that used to be like, seriously, like this big. They are like, the peas are growing over my neighbor's fence at this point. It's fucking nuts.
Okay.
Things are going wild out there. It's like a jungle.
All right, hold on, Drip. Here we go. We're gonna give a shout out to Full Metal Knee in the chat because today is Full Metal Knee's birthday.
No way! birthday.
Oh! Hi-ho! Kermit the
Oh,
can you see what's happening?
Man.
Wait. You know, there's something a little different about you. No, don't tell me. Let me guess. New clothes?
Drop your happy birthdays in the chat, please.
New
That's
haircut.
right. Kermit's talking to us.
Oh, that's right. It's your birthday! Of course, I didn't forget. Now, if you'll let me, I'm just about to sing you the best birthday song you'll ever hear. From the one, the only, Kermit the Frog. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to the most amazing, most beautiful, most special, most everything person in the world.
I wish I could hear this. I wish I knew what was happening. I'll have to watch it back later.
Happy birthday to you. There. Did you like that? I just want you to know that I love you, and I hope you have the best birthday ever. Happy birthday! Yay!
Happy birthday, Full Metal. That was totally not impromptu. I planned that one because I didn't forget your birthday, but I didn't think about doing it in the chat until I just remember right now. Anyway, Kermit said happy birthday, so that should make up for it. I already texted him happy birthday. It's fine. You know, I'm not in trouble. But happy birthday, Full Metal. Appreciate you.
Either way, yes, happy birthday. I had no idea. I'd have texted you too. Sorry.
I should have pre-planned it. I would have had you play the video so then they could actually hear what was happening.
We could have done a whole thing.
The kids drew me birthday cards and Dad scanned them to my email. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Adorable. I swear to God, if Full Metal Knee, I would have peed my pants. I swear to God, if he said Full Metal, oh yeah, that would be perfect. Funny story. One year for Christmas, Full Metal Knee, who is my legal sister, had gotten me as a gift. Now you guys don't know who this is, but his name is John Dornbos. He was a former long snapper of the Eagles. And he also became famous because he went on America's Got Talent as a magician and got famous from that. So now everybody knows who he is, at least if you follow America's Got Talent. And
I'm a magician a little bit.
Yeah,
just a little bit.
Yeah. So he like does shows and everything. But anyway, he had a cameo. So she got him to. Was it my birthday or Christmas? I think it was Christmas, but she got him to say something in a video, and then she sent it to me. I think I still have it somewhere. I should still have it somewhere.
No, it's like a cameo thing.
Yeah, I got a cameo of John Dornbos talking
sick.
to me.
That's sick.
Christmas, yeah, that's right. Yeah, so anyway, I should have thought about that. I should have got Kermit to cameo for your birthday.
Someday you and I are gonna have a joint cameo, and we're gonna be sending birthday wishes to everybody.
Oh man,
I paid for RGT85 to make a cameo. Right, why are you saying happy birthday from your favorite YouTuber? That's awesome. She can't stand his voice.
Here we go, guys. RGT85.
That is oh man, that's really good.
I love the New York Knicks. Happy birthday.
That's actually amazing. Yeah, why aren't we on Cameo, Jeep? Because people would just pay big bucks for us.
No, they would not. They would absolutely not. They watch us for. They can say whatever they want on Twitch right now if they want to.
I'm tired.
I'm tired. You missed it earlier.
God,
Jeff was in my. Jeff
sucks.
Jeff's been hanging out in streams.
I fucking saw it.
Yeah, you did. Okay,
I didn't
good.
miss it.
Good. I put up on Scream too, or Stream as well.
Did you really?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay. I saw it.
And of course, you know exactly what he's talking about. I'm tired.
Yeah, every time I go on your Twitch stream, I just hear myself saying I'm tired 100 times. And I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of hearing myself say this. I'm leaving.
Well then, fine. Okay, we should wrap this up now. It's been
Oh my God, you had a full freaking video of Kermit up? It's just not popping up.
I told you, yeah. I said, are you seeing this? And you didn't even respond to me.
I was just waiting. I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, I had a whole video of Kermit, man. I told you.
Hey, Kermit the Frog here.
All right, guys, we're going to head off here. I'm going to get this podcast uploaded to the audio streams. And cool. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for hanging.
And if you missed any of it, make sure you go back. Restart it. It's fine. I'm probably going to restart it and watch it too.
You usually do. Yeah. And I watch some of it before I go to bed. Yeah.
I do. I usually watch it back. I have to know.
I watch some of it and then I listen to the full thing later on during the week while I'm doing dishes or something. Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you guys in the next podcast episode. Goodbye. Kermit E. Frog here. I want to wish a special happy birthday to Full Metal.
Goodbye, everybody.